let's go to the official introductions. Introducing to you first, fighting out the blue corner, hailing out of France, with a perfect professional record of 3 victories, 2 by way of KO with no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the undefeated Giuliano Fantone!
Cool as a cucumber. He doesn't smile till it's over.
Wow.
And his
They
opponent
do not look
standing
the same
across
weight
the
class.
squared circle, fighting out the red corner, hailing out of South Korea. Please give it up for Tae Sun Kim!
What an exciting fight
Wow.
we have coming up.
Yes.
And now, may I ask everybody to pay...
It's always the best. I always love hearing the national anthem for a fight. It gets everybody pumped up from around the world. I am ready for this. Not once did Giuliano crack a smile, just a killer instinct in his eyes. We have the main event of the evening. We have a super featherweight 8-round battle. We have Tae Sun Kim from South Korea taking on the great Giuliano Fantone from France. Both fighters with a very similar style, very similar body stature as well. It just looks like Tae Sun Kim is packing on a bit more muscle.
This is going to be interesting.
Tae Sun Kim has brought a cheering section. Round number 1 underway. Giuliano Fantone in the white shorts with the gold trim representing the box, Thailand and France. Tae Sun Kim representing South Korea with the purple shorts with the gold trim. Both fighters in the center of the ring training their jabs. Very calm start from both fighters. One thing you'll notice as well, this is a southpaw against an orthodox. So the thing that Giuliano needs to do is he needs to battle for that outside lead leg, as does Tae Sun Kim.
Oof.
The winner of this fight is the one who can get on the outside of their opponent's lead leg to land a powerful shot. Both fighters got their chins quite
Every
exposed.
time Tae Sun goes forward, yeah, he moves to the outside. His foot lands on the outside of Giuliano's.
And
Oh,
he's also
yeah,
faking
wow.
it as well. That's a very smart move by Tae Sun Kim. He's actually feinting footwork, which is something you don't see very often these days because it's a very old school method. Bernard Hopkins said every punch starts with the feet, and you can tell that Tae Sun Kim has been watching those tips because Tae Sun Kim told me that his favorite fighter is Inoue from Japan. Let's see if he tries to fight like him. He has been boxing for nearly 14 years.
Ooh, good jab from Giuliano.
Giuliano is always very calm, always
Yeah,
behind the jab.
very, very intentional with his strikes too.
Absolutely. Not like
Yeah.
those other fights which we've seen, maybe the last one where it was just swing for the hills and hope you hit. Giuliano does not exert any energy. He's like a car with a full tank of gas. He isn't going to use any of that gas unless he knows he's going somewhere.
Interesting. Now Giuliano is the one who's moving forward a bit.
Yeah, I mean, Giuliano is actually very good on the front foot, even though he usually is a back foot fighter. But again,
Oh, what was that? Slip? What was
looks
that?
like that ice arena again in the center of the ring. And again, Giuliano starts again with a nice jab. Both fighters quite calm with their jabs, very calculated. And look at the wide stance
Wow.
by Giuliano as well.
Oh.
And a nice shot on the inside. He
That's
doesn't-
allowed, right?
Well, if one hand is free, technically yes. You're allowed to fight out of it. Unless the ref tells you to break, that was a completely legal shot, which most people don't take advantage of. And that's, again, why I always say Giuliano's fight IQ is just very good. He's always clued in. He's always waiting. And even there, nice check hook landed, but Tae Sun Kim putting the pressure on Giuliano against the ropes. And a nice 1-2 landed by
Wow.
Giuliano. Both fighters trading some nice shots early on. 10 seconds to go in round number 1 of the main event.
Even when Giuliano is taking shots, he stays very calm and intentional.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And that's why he is so good, because he is calm. He doesn't... All right, we have got round number 2 coming up. Evolution Fight Series main event. Tae Sun Kim from South Korea in the purple shorts taking on Giuliano Fantone from France in the white shorts. My name is Jimmy and I'm joined by Julia. A nice jab to start off the action. Both fighters just feinting as well. Not committing to a full combination yet. A very nice style by Giuliano, just using his long legs to his advantage, trying to time his opponent. And again, stepping back with the jab used by Giuliano, tripling the jab. And it looks like Tae Sun Kim has felt the power very early on. But then he fires back with his own combination, which hits the body.
Wow.
Both fighters trading in the pocket. And that's what we were talking about. If the ref tells you to break, you cannot throw it inside. A very even fight so far. Tae Sun Kim's corner telling him you need to throw more hooks and turn your opponent with the hooks.
Since when did you speak Korean?
I watch a lot of K-dramas. And again, both fighters in the center of the ring. Landing jabs. I also do stand-up comedy on the weekends. A nice left hand landed by Giuliano to
Whoa!
nice on the corner, but Tae Sun Kim fires back.
What a good fight. This is incredible.
Two fighters. It's a chess match. Both are taking each other's pawns out very early on. And a nice looping lead hook landed by Tae Sun Kim. And a beautiful right hand. It looked like it hit the guard of Giuliano, but you will still feel the power.
Wow. Giuliano is the master of not showing any expression.
It's all about
regardless
the
of what
face.
is happening.
Absolutely. And the interesting thing is, if someone's got a very high guard, you should use that guard as if it's a punching bag and let them feel your power. Even if it doesn't hit them to the head, you can fake your power against your opponent. And again, landing on the arms of the opponent, Giuliano has felt the power very early on from Tae Sun Kim. As you can see, he has got some big biceps that are landing some big, heavy shots. And he looks like he's going for that check hook. Now, if you're not familiar with a check hook, it's when your opponent walks forwards and you throw your lead hook.
You're talking about Giuliano, right?
Correct, yeah. So look for what Giuliano's trying to do. Tae Sun Kim is jumping forward, and what Giuliano's doing is either going to land a jab, or he's going to land a lead hook. And again, he fires back. There it is. Beautiful flip underneath.
Wow.
What a second round we have just seen.
Okay. Yeah, because it definitely looks like Tae Sun Kim is the more tired of the two, at least.
Well, it looks like
when
it.
they're
And
in the
also,
corner.
you're fighting in another country. I mean, obviously Giuliano isn't Thai, but he lives here. Tae Sun Kim has traveled all the way from South Korea to be here. So you're going to be flustered at first as well, because you're going to shake off those nerves, those cobwebs. But I think this round and the next round are going to be very, very exciting. We're going to find out who wants it more. And a beautiful hand over the guard landed by Giuliano. For those of you just tuning in, we have got Tae Sun Kim in the purple shorts from South Korea, taking on Giuliano in the white shorts from France. Giuliano is 3 wins with 2 KOs in his professional record with no losses, taking on Tae Sun Kim, who has had 11 fights and 10 wins. This is one of Giuliano's biggest tests. And looking at these two fighters, Giuliano does not look outmatched.
When you gesture towards the head, that means you're getting the back of the head shots, right?
Correct. It's called rabbit punching. If you hit to the back of the head, it's called rabbit punching. Now, Giuliano needs to obviously mention it to the ref when it's happening, but also don't give up your guard, because if the ref doesn't see it, it doesn't count. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Some nice combinations that sound powerful, but again, they hit the guard of Giuliano. But again,
I think that body shot landed though.
And even if the body shot doesn't land clean, if it hits your elbow will also hit your body. You feel the shot regardless. And there it is again, but pulling down on his head. Giuliano complaining to the ref. And a nice body shot landed by Tae Sun Kim again.
Yeah, the right body shot seems to land.
The old age of boxing is, if they're being dirty and doing it, you do it right back. You let the ref know, and if he doesn't help you, you do it back. Giuliano needs to just get stuck in there and accept that his opponent is fighting a little bit dirty, but that is boxing. A nice double jab right hand, just missing. And Tae Sun Kim deflects the shots. But Tae Sun Kim is also saying that Giuliano's dropping his head down. This is what we want to see. We want to see two fighters get agitated and start throwing. When you get angry, you've already lost.
I love how Giuliano moves his head to the side when they get close, so then his head is out of range for attacks.
Absolutely, and the reason he does that is because it's out the way of the powerful shot, right? Roberto Duran used to do that very, very well, where he would put his chin on the opposite shoulder of their power hand so they couldn't get any power off on their shots. 10 seconds to go of this round.
Wow.
Giuliano taking it too with that rear uppercut.
Wow.
And he leans back and fires another
that's
combination.
beautiful.
But Tae Sun Kim gives him back.
Wow.
One of his own.
What a good fight. This is great.
What a way to end the round. And like I said, next round is where we're going to see agitated. Make them make mistakes. You've got to get sloppy in there. The way you beat an intelligent fighter is fighting dirty. Okay, round number 4 underway. We have Tae Sun Kim from South Korea. Taking
nice counter
on Giuliano
jab.
Fantone from France.
Nice.
And there it is. Both fighters fighting a little bit dirty, but that's boxing. You don't play boxing. Get on with it. Keep fighting.
Giuliano's focusing on the counters now.
And they're very good at that. In the box Thailand, one of the main things they work on is being on the balls of your feet whilst using combinations to counterpunch. His coach, Dominique, he is very good at keeping his opponent on the balls of his feet and then using counterpunches. Paul, his main coach, is also a very experienced boxer himself who knows how to handle counterpunchings as well, and Paul is also a southpaw. But Tae Sun Kim is a WBA East Lightweight Champion of Asia and also a Korean Boxing Association Super Featherweight Champion. He is a decorated Korean fighter with 11 fights and 10 wins.
Oh, wow. Those straights landed from Giuliano.
Both fighters landing some very nice straight shots. Now, if you remember in the last fight, Giuliano landed lots of rear uppercut shots.
Yeah.
Would that be effective necessarily, do you think, against Tae Sun Kim?
Doesn't seem like that would be effective in this type of fight because they're both maintaining their distance very well. Here, because Tae Sun Kim is like the aggressive fighter, his Giuliano's counter fighting style seems to be working.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well.
When somebody is an aggressive fighter, you can get on the back foot. But Giuliano is just in the center of the ring using the jab.
Yeah, now Giuliano's on the being the aggressor, it seems like.
Yeah, and Giuliano does this. He likes to mix things up. He either goes back foot or completely front foot. Giuliano likes to prove that he's got all the skills. Now, Tae Sun Kim just looks very powerful. And every shot that he's being hit with, it doesn't look like it's phasing him very much. Because he gets hit, fires back, and lands one of his own. Both fighters just fighting on the inside. It's a very, very technical fight so far.
Yeah.
What a great main event.
Wow.
And a nice right hand by Tae Sun Kim. He's breathing heavy. When an opponent is breathing very heavily through their mouth, you know it's because they're gasping for air. Giuliano should start going to the body of his opponent and really take away his gas tank. And a nice step back. And a headbutt.
Oh, that uppercut.
That's that rear uppercut by Giuliano. A big right hand hits Tae Sun Kim. And Giuliano is hurt. And he's in the corner.
Wow.
And that is the end of the round. What a way to end the round.
What a fight.
You've got to use angles. You've got to just be very, very evasive. If you cannot deter him with power, well, deter him with good defensive skills by not getting hit.
This is Giuliano's hardest fight. Yeah.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's been very even so far, and I think Tae Sun Kim is also going to do very well in the later rounds if he can get that power up. However, he looks very tired. So this is the classic matchup of a very long fighter fighting someone who's actually very stocky but very powerful. And again, both fighters in the center of the ring.
Very clean jab from Giuliano. See how his punches go straight down the pipe. There's no like arc.
Yeah, and it's
Very
always
direct.
a nice rotation. Like, he's not throwing unless it lands. He landed a double jab there, but you wouldn't have seen it. His opponent has been told to get more sloppy in the ring and throw some nice overhand rights as well as left hooks as well. But again, both fighters in the center ring. It's very similar to what we saw in the last round. Early on, Giuliano finding his target early.
Interesting. I don't see Giuliano going to the body that much. He seems to focus mainly on the head, it
And I
seems
think
like.
that's mainly because he's been hit by a very hard shot early on, which is, if you go to the body, you know you're open to a big headshot.
I see.
Now, what
see.
I want Giuliano to do a little bit more is step round to the right. I don't know why he's stepping onto his opponent's lead powerful hand.
Ooh.
He needs
Oh,
to
these are heavy
actually
shots.
move to the other side because his opponent hasn't landed a powerful jab, but Giuliano's stepping to the wrong side.
I
He
feel like
needs to go the other
Giuliano's
way.
a hurt, I have to say.
Even if he's not hurt, I think he's also realizing he's been hit by some very powerful shots. But Giuliano needs to step the other way. There's no reason for him to go onto the power hand of his opponent unless he's willing to get underneath it and counterpunch. So as you can see here, his opponent is getting his lead leg on the outside. He's going to land that right hand. That's what he's going for.
Oh, I see.
He's trying to bring his opponent's hands down. He's dipping down. He's going to land a big right hand upstairs.
Okay.
And there it is. Giuliano doing a very good job of just smothering his opponent when he gets in close. But again, Giuliano looks like he's been hit by a big, powerful shot. He needs to get behind the jab again. Some very big shots landed by Tae Sun Kim.
Wow.
And he is relentless.
Wow.
He is just firing shot after shot. Giuliano is trying to hold on, but Tae Sun Kim is just pushing him off and just landing some big shots. The ref pushing him back. Central ring again for both fighters. Both fighters look tired, but it looks like Tae Sun Kim has smelt blood and wants to go in.
Yeah. His strategy of working where he jabs and then he dips and he moves forward.
It looks like
Yeah,
the tide
always
is
his foot on the
changing right now.
outside. Yeah, you're absolutely right. When his foot is on the outside, he's just flush to land the body shot.
Yeah. Okay, round number 6 underway. We have Giuliano Fantone from France taking on Tae Sun Kim from South Korea. It looks like Tae Sun Kim actually does very well when his opponent gets against the ropes. I want to see Giuliano keep stepping around but not resetting on the ropes. Just keep dancing around with the jab. And again, Tae Sun Kim putting the pressure on, trying to land some very powerful shots upstairs.
Oh, pulling the head down.
And there he's
I
pulling
see.
the head down,
Yeah.
but the ref isn't telling him no. Giuliano needs to do it back. Don't complain twice, do it back. So you can hear one of Giuliano's coaches telling him to block the elbow, as in hold onto the elbow when he comes in, almost like an MMA whizzer. You need to hold that elbow and then fire your own shots. If one arm is free, you can fight in the clinch. But it looks like Giuliano's lost his steam a little bit. He needs to recuperate, but Tae Sun Kim has done a very good job. He's not thrown any soft shots. Every shot he has thrown has been a powerful shot.
Ooh.
And a nice lead left hook to the head and then to the body. Giuliano's head being pushed down again.
Yeah, Giuliano tends to be a pretty clean fighter. He's not the type to go dirty.
Well, absolutely.
Ooh.
A beautiful lead left hook. Drops his opponent. Giuliano just needs to take his 8-second count.
Yeah.
Dance around the ring. Get his breath back. Grab his opponent and just try and hang in there. But Tae Sun Kim is going in for the big shot now. And a nice shot landed.
Nice evasion.
But again, Tae Sun Kim pushing the head
Yeah,
down.
now it's not. Now it's quite blatant.
Now it's very obvious.
Yeah.
The ref needs to warn him and take a point if he keeps doing this.
Ooh. Oh.
And that was a push. That was a push down. The ref again has not seen But Giuliano is a very, very intelligent man where he knows he doesn't need to complain. He just has to accept it. But that was not a knockdown.
Oh, that was a knockdown.
And the ref has called it a fantastic fight.
Good fight. Yeah.
It started off with Giuliano doing very, very well. But eventually Tae Sun Kim just looked very, very powerful towards the end. And I think it was just a little bit too much.
Good experience, though. This is definitely a great learning lesson because I have to say that in the previous fights with Giuliano, he definitely like way outmatched his opponents. And maybe he needed a tough fight like this.
Well, yeah,
in
I
order
mean,
to
he
grow.
went up against Tae Sun Kim, who's had 11 fights. I mean, we can see from the fight replays, that body shot was very, very hard and deliberate.
Yes.
And again, that shot right on the end of the jaw of Giuliano. It was a very, very clean knockdown. But this is the part which wasn't a knockdown.
No.
But the ref, unfortunately, just wasn't seeing the fight the same way, which was unfortunate, but at the same time, I think the result was still the same, where Giuliano took some very powerful shots. And he fought a very good fight, but unfortunately, Tae Sun Kim was just the better fighter with the more power towards the end. Let's go to Peter Denman in the ring.
And your winner, by way of TKO, from the red corner, Tae Sun Kim! เป็นกำลังใจให้ผู้แพ้แล้วก็ยินดีให้ผู้ชนะนะครับเดี๋ยวตอนนี้นะครับขอเชิญนะครับ CEO ของ Seung San Electric Company นะครับผมคุณย่องไฮฮันนะครับขึ้นมาบนเวทีนะครับเพื่อให้ของรางวัลเพื่อเป็นเกียรติกับนักมวยครับ May I please ask now the CEO of Seung San Electric Company Mr. Yong Hai Han to please come up and give Mr. Tae Sun Kim a special gift. May I also ask Mrs. Yon Ja Lim to please come up and give Mr. Tae Sun Kim some flowers เดี๋ยวขอเชิญคุณยอนจาลิมนะครับผมขึ้นมามอบดอกไม้ให้กับคุณแทซังคิมด้วยครับ Can we please have a round of applause for both of our fighters ขอเสียงเชียร์ดังๆให้นักมวยทั้งคู่เราด้วยครับแล้วตอนนี้นะครับจะมีมอบรางวัลพิเศษนะครับผมจากมิสเตอร์ยองไฮฮันนะครับจากบริษัทซังซันอิเล็กทริกคอมพานีนะครับ